Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, Van Dweller, back with more classic Tetris Monthly. No cap November for 2025. And yeah, the 39 line cap gone. But the 155 level, whatever, crash screen, that's still there. We didn't take that away. It's still in. So yeah, it's not our cap, it's their cap. I didn't do it. It's not my fault, okay? Level 39, my fault. Game crash, not my fault. So we're leaving it in. So players will have until level 155, do whatever they're gonna do. We haven't come anywhere close to needing that in the matches we've had so far, but who knows? Maybe we will, and it could be between some of these players in the pink bracket. Excuse me, I'm like clearing my throat. I'm still a little sick. Yeah. Zro versus Crabrangoon. They are here. Zro versus Crabrangoon. They are going to be playing in round one. The winner is going to be taking on Gwafey immediately after. And eventually, the winner of this whole round one, round two thing is going to have to take on Sitnev. So, Zro versus Crabrangoon, round one. Winner versus Gwafey. That is what we're going to do right now. Now, we still have more Tetris than you can handle today because I don't know if it's going to be right after this, but like after this, we're going to have a stupid Tetris Monthly Masters, no bars, whatever bracket between Trisky and Big Pile Guam, and the winner versus Bendy. That's going to start 3 hours from now. And then later, we're going to have a single solitary Masters red match. That's going to be at 10 p.m. It's 5 here, so 5 hours from now. Hana versus Violet. Round one Masters no cap red. So that's what we got going on still to do. So Zro versus Crabrangoon, winner versus Gwafey. Let's take a look at our rules. All right, players, if you have not played before, please listen carefully. If you've not played, no cap November, well, none of you have played this mode really in a CTM match before. So listen, this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics appears and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons used or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical. Biological turbo only. These are going to be best of 5 matches. The first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts, same piece sets re-rolled. So be prepared to re-roll the same piece sets. Now here's the thing. I don't think you have to turn on, like your line cap should be off, right? I think that has to be off, but crash mode should be set to crash. So turn off the line cap. Crash mode should be set to crash, and that will make sure that we have the crash behavior at level 155. Okay, got it? Line cap off, crash mode, crash. Easy. If you do experience technical issues, like issues with OBS or internet or your PC, just keep playing. So assume that your game will count. Don't, pause and go, oh, this isn't going to count right. Just keep playing and I will figure it out, okay? Yeah, that's it, okay? The winner gets absolutely something, and that's a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $123.45. Thanks to those of you who have contributed to the prize pool today. And we got a ways to go. We want to pay our top 8. To do that, we need to get to $2,000. If we get to $2,000, we will pay our top 8. We have no sponsors, okay? You are the sponsors. If you're watching this right now, you are a sponsor. And that means you have to fund our prize pool. It's required. You must do it. And to do that, you can use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. I've put it up in the thing right there. There it is. Yes, I lost the Renson Accounting Solutions sponsorship. But anyway, yes, that Matcherino command will bring up some links. The first one, the one that says CTM no cap, that's the one for CTM no cap. Click on that one. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner, you'll find a button that says log in. Click on that to log in. You can use your existing Twitch, YouTube, or Discord account to log into Matcherino. You do not make a separate account, right? Nothing like that. And then once you're in, right-hand corner, mustard-colored button that says contribute. Click on that to contribute. And again, thanks to everybody who has contributed so far. If you're watching after the fact, like on YouTube, the link to the Matcherino is in the description. So thanks again. Also, if you want to support the channel, there are a lot of different ways to do that. I'm going to put some of those ways in the support command right now. Look I've hit the support command, and now some things are popping up. You can use any of those to support the channel. What's up, Chess? And there's a lot of other ways you can support the channel. You can go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, make an ongoing pledge of support, keep this channel going. You know, we are available 24/7 mostly to stream matches. That means, you know, if a match can only happen at 4 a.m. on a Monday, yeah, it's happened. I am here to do it, right? And that's because, you know, of your support. So if you want me to be able to keep doing these big tournaments, you know, 32 players, we've doubled the size of the tournaments, we've doubled the number of tournaments that we're doing, maybe more than doubled. If you want us to continue to keep doing that, go to patreon.com to support us, just like these people have done, or use the support command to find a different way. Big shout to Scott Gray, Jay in the Window Canine, Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal, Shall Be, Joy, Junior, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid, Java T, Jason Sunny, and everybody else on this slide. Thank you for your support. Okay, I'm going to flop on over to our game scene, and we will take a look at what we got. We'll adjust the cams. Is there a way on Zro's side to hide the text that's PB? You can leave the text that says this channel is run by Duke. Is there a way to move that or hide that PB text at all? Or should I key in on that little tiny camera? Is that what I should do? Not sure, because it's like covering his face. Now, are you trying to cover the face, or I don't know. Is that possible? Yeah. Yeah, you can just hide it, like your little eyeball next to it, hide it. And then that other little camera, can we hide that possibly? Okay, thank you. That's great. Or just down at the bottom, not hide it, but down at the bottom, just toward the bottom would be great. Yeah, whatever you're doing right now is perfect. That's totally perfect. Thank you. There's Big Duke in there. Duke got it covered. Big Duke. Big Duke. You like when guys do that? Big Duke. I've never done that in my entire life. It's the first time I've ever done anything like that. Feels good. I might keep doing that. So, okay. Well, we'll go ahead and line up this cam here, and we should be good. I don't know who Duke did. I'm having my bro moment. Yeah, I'm turning into a bro. I'm gonna flip. Should I flip him around? Nah. Let's keep. Then it'll be backwards letters. That'd be weird. All right. Let's just keep him how he is. You know, let him be who he is. All right, players. I am gonna go ahead and put the pieces in the chat. So now, players, please make sure your line cap is turned off. Please make sure the crash is set to crash. Okay. Please make sure that is happening, because here's the thing: if we get to 39 and it starts doubling the speed, that it counts. Okay, so make sure your line cap's turned off. Yeah, make sure your line cap is turned off. Make sure crash is set to crash. Okay. I am present, monitoring, and approving all activity. I love that. I'm going to put that on my channel. This channel is run by Vandy. Who is Vandy? I am present, monitoring, and approving all activity. I like that. I love it. I love it. Whatever it takes. You know, let kids play Tetris. For goodness sake. You have to constantly give a thumb up? All right. Constant thumb up from Duke. I approve. Every time he does something, you have to thumb up and approve. All right, the pieces are here. C20838. Yeah, line cap. Oh, you have line cap on. I think you have to turn line cap off. Oh, you don't have crash on there. Right? It's okay if you don't, because if you get to the crash, then we'll okay, yeah, you don't have to crash mode, so you're going to top out if you get to 150. But turn line cap off. Oh, is it set to 150? It's set to 155? Okay, got it. All right. That's probably what it is. You're right. You're totally right. Yeah, set it to 155 if you want. That's fine. Either one is fine. That's fine. Either one is fine. Because if it gets to 150, we're just not going to count it. You know, at that point. That makes sense. Got it. Okay. You want to put scoring on letters? That's totally fine. Somebody get this kid a crash cart. Yeah, so, well, line cap is line cap set to 155? I just want to make sure that's not set to 39. You can do classic. Oh no, not classic. No, classic. Yeah, just turn it off. Just turn it off. And then scoring is letters? No, what is scoring? Classic. Okay, classic. Yeah, you can do letters. Right? Letters. What is letters? Well, I'm confused. So letters, what are the other choices? Let me look. Classic letters, 7-digit M. You want classic, right? Yeah, you want classic. Okay, that's good. Classic. You want classic. Classic. All right, Jay, stop confusing him. It doesn't matter. M doesn't matter. Just stop saying M. Stop saying M. Classic or M is fine, but you're just confusing him. So let's just put classic. Classic. Okay. All right, we're good. We're totally good. All right, line cap was off, right? Okay. All right. So I think we're good. I think we are good. All right, players, the pieces are here. Oh my God, my chat. Do hidden score. Yeah, we'll do hidden score. Gwafey, don't mess with him. We don't need you trolling. Gwafey, remember we have to be straightforward, okay? Straightforward. All right, looks like both players are ready. C20838. Let's go ahead and get them started. Guys, can you stop doing that? Like, seriously, we'll time you out. All right, looks like we're going to go ahead and get started. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. It's No Cap November. Zro versus Crabrangoon. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. No, you guys are all good. Yeah, I mean, let's not do things, even if they're obvious to you that they're not confusing and that they're jokes. Let's not do things at the beginning of the match which trolls players who are trying to configure for the match. How about that? Seems like a good policy, right? That seems like a good policy. Does it not? It does. right? Let's endeavor to help the people rather than make jokes that potentially slow things down. That to me is what we should do. On the left side of your screen, it is Zro, seed number 22 from the U.S. of America. The United States of America has got a PB of 1.74 million. Zro is a very young player, the youngest max outer, youngest rollover, right? That's got to be right? I mean, that's crazy. Stunning Ryan in chat used to have some of those records, but those are gone. Stunning Ryan has been eclipsed. So Stunning Ryan is old news now. But anyway, yeah, youngest max outer, youngest rollover, youngest everything. And by the way, the player on the left side, their parent is monitoring and approving all activity. Okay, there you go. 123 for Zro. 149 for Crabrangoon. And Zro has played a little bit. Played in the Mega Disasters tournament this month. Played in a Seattle regional CTWC bronze player. Made it pretty deep in CTWC bronze. Played at CTWC Genesis, DAS, and silver. Has a split record against Game Scout. Has played on Tetris Friendlies, CTWC Washington. $224 for Zro, $224 for Crabrangoon. And on the right side, it is Crabrangoon. So there's it's one of my favorite things to eat. Crabrangoon made his live event debut just a few months ago at the Space City Regional, went out against Dog, then made his Masters debut in October, so last month, against another player who made his Masters debut, Paco is Taco. Both these players back in the Masters event this month. So now, yeah, Crabrangoon is an old veteran, and really, Zro an old veteran at this point. 283 for Zro, 299 for Crabrangoon. Now, my mind wants to say Zero. So if I accidentally say that, my apologies. I'm trying to say the name correctly, but my mind wants to say Zero, but it's Zro. All right. So if I say it though, please pardon me. Please, Duke, don't beat me up. Right. I'm pretty sure Duke could take me. So 351 for Zro, 332 for Crabrangoon. I don't know if I've stood next to Duke. I've only been at the same event one time. But Duke seems to be an imposing figure, so you don't want to mess with Duke or Zro or anybody else. 382 for Zro, 380 for Crabrangoon. Arctic says, nah, Duke is chill. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Duke could beat me up for sure. No question. All right, Dirty Tetris here for Zro, 407. 425 for Crabrangoon. Zro made his Masters debut in August as well. Took easy to a decider. So a lot of people making their debut in Masters this year. And, haven't we heard, oh, NES Tetris is dead? No, there's players making their debut all the time. It's not just the same. We're not just trotting out the same 5 crusty players every month, we're getting new players, man. It's good. 463 for Zro, 479 for Crabrangoon. If you're a kid though, you want to know if you want to know that your dad can beat up other dads, right? So definitely Zro's dad could beat me up. 524 for Zro, 550 for Crabrangoon. Zro could beat me up almost certainly. Almost certainly. Tetris for Zro, 580, 604 for Crabrangoon. Dirty Tetris Crabrangoon. Now remember, this is no cap November, so the players' games are not capped. Normally, we implement a level 39 line cap, right? Just because we can't let these matches take forever all year. But once a year, we're going to uncap it. We did decide, though, to throw in a little bit of a wrinkle, and we did sort of like re-enable the crash behavior that is on the original NES Tetris cartridge. So at level 155, if you clear a single, then you will trigger a crash. Is it a single or is it a double? What is it? It's a single. So we left that behavior in. So that means that it's kind of a soft line cap, because if players are able to maneuver past that crash behavior by not hitting any of the crash triggers, they can keep playing. It's a single. Yeah. So if they just avoid singles on those levels, they can keep playing. Now, if we actually got to colors and a crash, I would be very, very surprised. But I would like to see it. I would like to see new crashers, new players getting colors. That would be amazing. How many players with colors are there at this point? And how many crashers? Is it still 10 or 8 or 10 crashers now? 797 for Zro, 845 for Crabrangoon. It almost happened game 4 of the finals last year. I think we'll get colors twice. That's my guess. Tetris for Zro, 875, level 28. Uh-oh. Kind of a 5 high bits there after an undershift with the L piece. We haven't had a new crash in September 2024. Cobra's been getting very close to colors. 9 crashers. Oh. 8 crashers plus Gerald, who had crash disabled. That's going to be a top out for Zro on 29. So that undershift with the L piece going to come back to bite him. And he will top out, and Crabrangoon is good. Whoops. In game number 1. Yeah, I think you actually got to get the crash, right? You can say who's gotten to level 155, whatever. You got to get it. I accidentally enabled C check, correct. All right, let's go ahead and get these players some new pieces. FE85FC. FE85FC. Oh, he paused. Oh, yeah, doesn't count. Yep. Zro wins. Nope. So yeah, new pieces are here. They're going to be FE85FC. All right, looks like both players are on seed. Both players are ready. Let's get them started. Crabrangoon up 1-0 versus Zro. And then the other thing is I want to say Zro for some reason. Like, I don't know why. I want to make it a very fancy diphthong or whatever, you know, Zro. I want to put it like Zro. Like, that's what it's. Yeah, I want to put like a lot of H's and extra Z's in there. Zro. All right, we are underway. Game number 2. Looks like we had a multiple people doing sponsor quests for the prize pool. So it looks like those got approved. So if you do want to contribute to the prize pool, but you're broke as a joke, there's still a way you can do it. Use the Matcherino command. Click on the link to take you to NoCap and also to the other one. I think they could both do coupons on both of our tournaments, but you can go over there, log in, and then click on where it says claim code. And those are free. So we have 50 of those. So for the first 50 people that click on that, separate accounts, you know, we'll kick 25 cents into the prize pool. And yeah, while you're there, do them both. Just get them done. Really appreciate y'all doing that. I will claim my code, no cap. So yeah, what other like Gen Z slang can we make a tournament for? Like no cap November, so like I don't know. You want to do a best of 6-7? Best of 67? Although that's not Gen Z, of course, but yes. You know, like I don't know, what is all that dumb Gen Z slang? Oh, Zro gonna make a little bit of a line dependency on the left side, use that line for the Tetris, but he's okay. Skibbity September. Yeah, I guess we have to appeal to Gen Alpha now. Skibbity Riz level 5 Gat in Ohio. Oh my goodness. All right, that's what we're doing. Oh yeah, the Ohio regional. That's kind of a it's literally just in Ohio. Pumpy Heart says, can you appeal to Gen Me and not schedule over the Ken Burns documentary? Imagine watching scheduled television. You're watching something that's like literally playing right now. Like, just watch it later. $359 Zro. $386 for Crabrangoon. I did have some Crabrangoon last week. Or was it the week before? It was on cheat day. You'll watch it later, no spoilers. All right. Yeah, don't tell Pumpy who won the American Revolution. Although, did they really win? Only time will tell. $413 for Zro. Crabrangoon up high on the board. Humpy has definitely seen Hamilton, says Arctic. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he starred in it. $491 for Crabrangoon, $466 for Zro, long bar down, Tetris Zro. Didn't everyone see Hamilton? I have not seen Hamilton. I have not seen it. I have not heard it. $61 for Zro. I need to watch it. I guess. I mean, I already have like Lin-Manuel Miranda fatigue. And mostly from when he was on House, you know, the show House, like he had like a 4 or 5 episode arc on House, you know, the doctor show. And I couldn't stand him then. And so then I could never watch Hamilton. 647 for Zro, 680 for Crabrangoon. Tetris for Zro, 707. He's 30,000 points back. Tetris is on 22, worth, what, 27,600? You didn't make it far enough into House to see Lin-Manuel Miranda. Vandy, have you seen William Friedkin's Sorcerer? Yes. Yes, I have. I have it. I have it on Blu-ray. I think they just put a 4K out, but I have it on Blu-ray. But it was pretty rare to find, actually. $7.99 for Zro, $8.63 for Crabrangoon. Oh, you got the did you get the 4K or the Blu-ray? Now, didn't they remake the movie that this was a remake of? Their Wages of Fear, right? Didn't they just make a remake of Wages of Fear? There's a nice dirty Tetris for Zro, column 4. Tetris Row 968. Yeah, like all my rare Blu-rays that I had, they're now all issuing 4Ks for them. So like Dogma, you know, I had the 4K for that. Oh, Zro not gonna get that J piece in, but he's gonna uncover here and needs to bring this down and just take a good stack into 29. He's got the max, but he's trailing Crabrangoon by about 70,000. And oh no, that is going to be a top out for Zro. He got the max, but it's going to be Crabrangoon taking game number 2. Jay says 28 is Zro's kill screen right now. Yeah, it seems like it. All right, new pieces are here. You got an ad right when Zro topped out? Well, you're just going to have to sub to the channel. Albaro, thanks for redeeming a code. A lot of people redeeming codes. I think we're down to 36 codes. The new pieces are here. They're 8F5D87. All right, looks like both players are ready. 8F5D87, let's go. Game number 3, Zro needs to win this one to stay in. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tetris, can you give Vandy the Space City picture of when I was jumping for my corner picture? All right. Yeah, I just took this from a random stream of yours. So you're looking pretty like... pretty like, you know, bored. Just kind of sitting there playing Tetris. You know, that's the one thing. Oh, $10 from Arbaro. Thank you. Please join Tetris for the non-pros at tnp.tetris.lol. Thanks, Arbaro. Appreciate that. But yeah, that's the tough thing about collecting like Blu-rays and 4Ks. It's like they release, unless you just said, you know what, I'm never going to own a 4K, and you get it on Blu-ray, and that's like your terminal format. But I do have a 4K player, and I like the 4K format, and you know, I got the TV, so why not use it? All right, Tetris for Zero, 75,000, 97,000 Crabrangoon. Vandy, do you think it's a good idea to get the runway stat in CTM? Well, how would I accomplish that? See, to do that, I would have to lose access to the player's analog feed. Stolen Short Sword says Vandy is not a fan of NTC. Don't put words in my mouth. I am a fan of Netris Champs. I think it's an amazing innovation. I think it's great. I am 100% for and pro Netris Champs, but it's not something that serves my needs because I lose access to the analog feeds, and I need that for game security and seed checking and other things like that. But don't say things like I'm not a fan of NTC. That is not correct. All right, Zro really needs to keep that well open and find a bar quickly. He's running out of burns, and no, that's going to be a top out for Zro at 166. And Crabrangoon is going to be moving on. So Zro with the quick top out here got droughted right when he didn't want to. Jungle Cook says, this kid stacking is making me anxious. Listen, there's one thing about Zro is he is aggressive and he's going to play aggressively. And kid's gonna play his game his own way. So GG's to you, Zro. You done well. We hope to see you in future months. Crabrangoon, you will be moving on to the next round. And thanks, Duke, for helping getting all this scheduled and all that stuff. So anyway, GG. I will go ahead and run an ad. I will report this to the Centralized Tetris Reporting Authority. Please don't beat me up, Duke. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. Thank you. Yeah, Crabrangoon, first CTM win, so that's pretty good. Although, when you beat a fan favorite, you kind of become a heel a little bit, right? It's like, uh-oh. Like when, whoever, I'm not going to say the name of the person, but when they knocked out Corian, rip, It was Aoife. Anyway, all right, so we'll go ahead and run. Yeah, it was Aoife. That's true. Anyway, GG's again, Zro. You done good. Hope to see you out. Hope to see you in future months. I'm gonna go ahead and switch Zro out for. And Doc Pie knocked out Green Tea. Rip. I mean, but how can you? I mean, Doc Pie. I mean, it's Doc Pie. Don't make me hate Doc Pie. It's all right. It's fine. You're supposed to win. All right, let's reset, transform, get this cam going. You're live. I see you. I do see you. All right, let me report this 3-0 for Crabrangoon. I think that Zero Kid's going to win one of these. If he keeps playing, he's going to win one. Let me... Okay, here we go. Let me just report this real quick, then I'll fix the cams up. What are we in? Pink bracket? All right, players, pieces are coming. Here they are. 4B F277. Yeah, Duke, you got to take the kid out for ice cream. Like, that's the law, you know? After sports, you go get ice cream. And this is sports, so you go get ice cream. Then I guess you're not losing too much muscle glycogen playing Tetris, so maybe you don't need to have ice cream, but he'll get some ice cream. All right, good man. 10 of each flavor? What the heck? Yes, one for each year, one scoop for each year you've been alive is how it works. All right, let me set this. Okay, here we go. And it's round 2. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's check seeds. 4BF277. Yep, both players ready. Both players on seed. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yes, Tetris. I can't believe, guys, if you weren't here earlier, we got a 3, 2, 1. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. We got one in the stream before this one. And it was distracting. Like, I think Cole misdropped a piece because of it. What are the odds? I don't know. You'd have to ask, I don't know who would know at this point. Fractal would know. Who else works on the bot? That's my favorite one. That one, Sentient Logbar, that one is fraught, though. It is fraught with a history of acrimony and recriminations. Yeah, 70,000 here for Gwafey, 49,000 for Crabrangoon as we get underway here in this round 2 match between these two here in No Cap November. Looks like we had some more contributions to the prize pool. $10 our borrow. We had some more codes being done. We're down to 33 codes. Use the Matcherino command, or you on YouTube, if you go to the description, the link will be there. And let me just clean up this little stencil here for a second, and then I will tell you who these players are. All right, There we go. On the left side of your screen, it is Gwafey. That's who it is. Gwafey, you've seen Gwafey recently playing in the Northeast Regional, top 8 there. Had his best run ever in CTM Masters in August. Got a top 4 in that one. Has won a future circuit that was in July of last year. You've seen Gwafey at various regionals like Boston Tea Parity in 24 and 25. Played in Pumpy's one-day tournament in October. And you've also seen Gwafey at the Classic Tetris World Championship, where he had a top 16 finish and a match for the ages against Meme. Of course, Meme would go on to play in the finals of that event. 269 for Gwafey, 190 for Crabrangoon. Crab going to get that triple. Crabrangoon still trying to fight this down and just looking for some kind of something here to start knocking it down. Gwafey, also a 2-time Mega Master, played in 24 and 25. And looking to make some noise here in No Cap November. On the right side, it is Crabrangoon. Made his live Tetris tournament debut at the Space City Regional a few months ago. And made his Masters debut a couple months ago, basically, well, actually just last month, really, in the Masters event against Paco is Taco, who was also making his debut. So a lot of debutants in August and October, the last few months. 361 for Crabrangoon, 479 for Gwafey. Now, remember, this is No Cap November. We will not have a level 39 cap, but we have left in the original crash behavior at level 155. So if players can, need to and can last that long, then the crash could be a factor. Now, levels that deep were not a factor in really any previous No Cap November, but I feel like players are improving all the time, and I think there's a good possibility that we see, some deep runs past level 100. And if we get that, then there's a shot. 572 for Gwafey, 433 for Crabrangoon. Gwafey 626, Crabrangoon 491. So yeah, these players do not have to worry about the pressure of that impending level 39. And what does that imply? That implies that they can be a little bit more conservative early on, right? Since they can more, in theory, just play for all intents forever and make up nearly any deficit, especially any deficit you're going to get yourself into in the early levels. Now, of course, whether a player can capitalize on the entire range of levels available to them, well, that is up to the player. Crabrangoon sets up for a dirty Tetris, trying to keep this open and doing a great job of keeping it open, but not doing a great job of getting a long bar. There we go. Finally, long bar for Crabrangoon, 6-16. Now, a lot of this is going to come down to, what is your opponent? What is your opponent like? Are they someone who, is going to play overly aggressive and have a high risk of a top out in the early levels? So that means you can one choice you can make is to kind of relax a little bit, let them do that, and then find out what you need so you can chase them down. On the other hand, if you're really bad at chasing people down, then maybe getting out to an early lead is what you need to do. So there's a lot to think about. There's a little bit more room for, just kind of have an overall strategy and approach to these matches when you've got so much, runway to play. No, I think we saw, players are certain. There are certain players who are very aware and very adjusting to the structure of the tournament. This is going to be a top out for Crabrangoon, and Gwafey going to go up 1-0. I mean, last year, I think that's something that Dog was thinking heavily about, and I think Dog, even in regular matches, tends to think about that a lot, and you can see it in his play and adjusting to certain players. I think we saw that kind of approach with Cole in his match against Tugi. Especially if you have a big PB disparity, against your opponent. All right, let's go ahead and get these players some pieces. A big disparity either direction, right? Like, there's a lot of things you got to weigh. We still have 31 codes left for No Cap, so if you could head on over to the Matcherino page for this tournament, log in, and then just click the blue button that says claim code and leave. That would help us out. 25 cents goes in every time that button is clicked by a fresh account. Up to 50 times. Lex Diskia, thank you. Mustache Cannon, Colin, Laura, Transrights, Tetris, Arbaro, Commodore, Short Sword, Charity Bird, Oopsie. All right, looks like both players are ready. Okay, let's go. Game number 2, Gwafey and Crabrangoon, 3-2-1 Tetris. Madels Burger, appreciate that. Joe, Supermark, Mr. Brain, Jay Plays, Burbia, Kevin P, Huckax, Up Chest, Occupy Starbucks, Crabrangoon, clicking it. Mr. Scary Muffin, Ixabi. Colin in chat says we officially have our Christmas lights up outside. Well, we're in an apartment, so we don't, but we have lights on the balcony that are just there all year, and then they kind of, it's like, oh, they're the Halloween lights and the Christmas lights. It's kind of ambiguous what they're for. Real NPC K Taco, thank you for using the codes. We've got more than half the codes done now. 24 left. Oh, I left the seat checker on. You don't use your balcony all that much? Yeah, go sit out on the balcony, man. Not in October? Why not? Just do it. go out there and be cold. Yeah, it's good for you to be cold. Especially if you're somebody who has like chronic inflammation, it feels good. Get out in that cold. No, bro says, yeah, well, it's like warmer inside. You're true. You're right. There are people that go on shiver walks, right? What do you think of this? You go into the shower, right? You 16767 is what the prize pool is at, thanks to Madelsberger. Thank you, Madelsberger, 2772. So we're up to 16767. Yeah, there are people that go into the shower, they wet themselves down, and then they just go and like maybe they'll go in the shower in their like shorts and their like athletic gear, like their workout gear, and then just go outside in the cold and shiver. $234 for Crabrangoon, $250 for Gwafey. Shivering is a very effective way for burning calories, says Sentient Longbar. Do you guys say sentient or sentient? Or you guys don't use that word ever? Up Chest wants someone to donate $6,600. Yeah, that would be six. Oh, someone ruined it with their 25-cent contribution with those codes. $2.99 Gwafey, $2.90 Crabrangoon. Dewey says, who is Crabrangoon? Crabrangoon is a player, I believe, from the Texas area, but I don't know for sure. That's really all I know. They've been at Masters once, went to Space City. I think maybe played on Norg. Was Crabrangoon on Norg? Nestris.org, the website. $406 Crabrangoon, $398 Gwafey, 100 lines. Yeah, I don't know if it's strictly Texas exactly, but I think close enough to go to that Space City Regional anyway in Houston. So. All right, Crabrangoon, Tetris 521, 9 lines to go till level 19. That speed's going to increase by 50%. How did game 1 go? Well, it went Gwafey's way. You can't wait to get a driver's license so you can attend all these Texas events. You don't need a driver's license. Just drive. It's fine. 545 Gwafey, 535 Crabrangoon. As long as if you don't break the traffic laws, they're not going to find out. Just drive. When is Texas high-speed rail coming? Any day now. Tetris Crabrangoon 619, 603 for Gwafey. Although sometimes I think like I'm like, oh man, I would love to have high speed rail between, you know, Austin, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. And then I'm like, I don't really need to go to those places all that much, so it's fine. Like, you know, do I really need to be going there? Like I'm in Austin. I got, you know, I guess everything except for pro sports, except for I guess soccer. I guess we have a soccer team, but I don't care about that. Colin is right. Vandy's commentary is for entertainment purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. That's right. Tetris Crabrangoon 740, 727 for Gwafey. Honestly, I would settle for like a convenient and affordable bus between these two, between any of those cities, honestly. $824 Gwafey, $779 Crabrangoon. What about when you need to attend the Houston Space City Regional hosted by Amari _ 712? Yeah, you make a good point. So we've been close pretty much the whole way. Gwafey ahead right now, 17,000. Tetris Gwafey 970. Crabrangoon really needs like a couple of long bars. There's one now. Doesn't want to get that next one. Doesn't want to waste one. So you always want to be like, all right, let me uncover before that next one comes in. Okay, good. Crabrangoon did it. Gwafey got the max. A08. There's a Tetris. A44 into 29. So now we'll see what these players are going to do. Both maxing. They're both on 29. Gwafey with an 80-something thousand point lead. And we'll see if they continue to try to score Tetrises or if they chill out for a couple of levels. Looks like Gwafey is, you know, going for the min-out mode, singling. Maybe trying to wait out Crabrangoon, see if Crabrangoon's going to make an error. Crabrangoon probably doing the same thing. Oh, Crabrangoon going maybe kind of halfway going. Like, seems like if he's like, all right, if I can get a low effort Tetris, you know, low risk, I'll take it. Gwafey's board stacking up a little. But starting to bring it down. And Crabrangoon sets up for a Tetris and gets it. B10. Gwafey at B54. And Crabrangoon's like, enough of this. I'm scoring. All right, board starting to upstack a bit for Crabrangoon, bringing it down. And it's coming down. Gwafey is set up, or was set up for a dirty. Is set up and gets it. C28 for Gwafey. That was like, what, row 3, 4? Something like that. Crabrangoon's board is a mess. And that is going to be a top for Crabrangoon at B53. Gwafey is good in game number 2. Oh, and Gwafey, I think, was topping out as well. So he's like, whoa, goodness. All right, new pieces. FF4016. FF 4016. All right, game number 3. Gwafey up 2 games to none. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, the ISO is what we started with. Yeah, I wonder what the hell was all about. That's all right. It's a little bit of the weird part, you know. Streaming these matches and cams required, you get a little slice of what of people's lives sometimes. All right. Crabrangoon uncovers. Gwafey gets one down, 99,000. Tetris Crabrangoon 123, 167 for Gwafey. Let's check in on the match. Reno, 23 left. So 27 of you, big heroes. Emily Zamo, thank you for doing a code. I like people joining the tournament. Don't do that. Well, I guess I could claim a code, but the whole idea of the claim code, right? I mean, of course, it's to, you know, get people logged in, and maybe while they're there, it'll kick in a little extra, right? So it doesn't do any good for me to claim a code, right? Or even the players. Like, we don't want the players contributing. We want... It's all a psyop, right? All right, nifty little tuck setups over there on the right side for Crabrangoon. Gonna miss spin though. Claiming codes are fun. That's right. You're right, Tetris. Claiming codes is just fun for its own sake. It's a great way to spend a Saturday night just claiming codes. Tetris Crabrangoon 292, 467 Gwafey. So big lead for Gwafey right now. Now there was a bit of a delayed start on Crabrangoon's side, but what if a code claimed me instead, says Summer B. That's right. In Russia, Cold claim you. Any Yakov Smirnoff fans? No? All right. Nobody goes back that far. There's like 5 people in here. Yeah, another 80s reference, guys. All right, there you go. All the old people coming out. You only know about it because of MST3K? Well, at this point, that's another old person thing as well. All right, Tetris, Crabrangoon for 45.89 for Gwafey. That's right, all the old people are coming out. $6.44 for Gwafey. He's on 19. Crabrangoon still 3 lines away. Gwafey into level 20. Tetris Crabrangoon 513. Crabrangoon needs to win this game to stay in the tournament. Tetris Gwafey 760. All right, good flat stack here for Crabrangoon. Opens. Delayed burn here. Just keeps blocking the well just as the bar comes. Gwafey in a bit of a snarl here. Oh no, and kind of a ghost burn. You could tell like he thought he was going to be able to uncover that right side, and that is a top out for Gwafey. So Crabrangoon with a chase down target of 790. 790. So we still got 77,000 to chase down, a little bit more than that. Called 78 more. There's Tetris, Crabrangoon 10,000. Of course, you can't count your chickens. We did have a round 1 chase down that failed with like 3,000 to go. And there it is. Crabrangoon gonna take game number 3. Nope, don't count him, Tio. All right, Crabrangoon going to mullen out the last couple dozen lines here. $21 codes left. Use that Matcherino command, bring up the link, go over there, log in, claim a code, leave. It's not even claiming a code, it's just clicking a button. Or a button, as some people say. I didn't realize how many people say button until I started playing and being involved in the NS Tetris community. All right, so there you go. Let's go ahead and get these players some new pieces. 207CDB. 207CDB. Button. Like Buddin. Yeah, people always say button, button, or button. You say the hard T. Colin, don't say, never go hard T, man. That's yikes. All right, 207 CDB. You say bouton. All right, both players are here. Game number 4. Let's go. Gwafey versus Crabrangoon. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Crabrangoon still must-win game. Able to take advantage early top out. Not early, but, you know, a top out. All right. What's up, N-Dog? N-Dog says 200 equals 300. So are you saying if 200 more dollars come in, you'll kick in another 100? Is that what you're saying? Oh, no, you're saying if we get to 200, you'll kick. That's even better. So N-Dog says if we get to 200 in the prize pool, he'll kick in an extra 100. So that's really, we're $31 away. That is very generous. So $31 gets us an extra $100, guys. So thank you, N-Dog. What's N-Dog? Not much. What's up with you? You mean what's N with me? All right. I kind of want to know what people say. If you say button, put 1 in chat. If you say button, put 2 in chat. And if you say button, put 3 in chat. All right? Button, button, button. Oh, you know, it's always funny when people choose one of the numbers that's not one of the choices. Always funny. All right, short sword is a button. Henry B says button. Colin says button. Up chest to 0. It's pretty good. Great sword pick 6, 7. Which one was button? Button. Yeah, that's number 1. Can I say the options one more time? No, I cannot. Wait, you want me to? All right. Button, button, button. You couldn't really say which one? You're a 1? I mean, 1 is, you know, Vandy's a 1. So you're in good company. Lex Diskey with the $5 contribution. Thank you, Lex Diskey. Appreciate that. Do you say scenario or scenario? Oh God, let me think. What's the? Here we go, yo. What's the scenario? I don't think I say scenario. Do I? I don't know now. Oh God. Let me think about this. All right, 389 for Gwafey, 386 for Crabrangoon. Crabrangoon needs to win one to force a deciding game 5. That's the scenario. That's the scenario. So I say scenario. Yeah, I'm from New England. I say scenario. Schedule or schedule? No one says schedule. Come on. Yeah, I'm from New England. I say scenario. Like scenario. Oh, sure. What's the scenario? Yeah, don't you know? Oh, sure. Yeah, don't you know? Oh, so what scenario do the Packers get into the playoffs? This is a best of 5 Tetris time. 506 for Gwafey, 466 for Crabrangoon. You're from New England and you don't say mine? Yeah, but you're super young, so you're raised on social media, so you probably just say what people on social media say. That's like genericized. I mean, a lot of that stuff is going away, right? A lot of regional differences going away. Television and social media and all that. Television. Nobody watches television. 503 Crabrangoon, 601 entry into 19 for Gwafey. I do like regional accents. I wish I kind of still had mine naturally, but I don't. I got rid of mine when I was a young man. 582 for Crabrangoon, 687 Gwafey. Gwafey up 100,000 points, but also ahead by 8 lines. We're not doing any mercy rule. No. All that last year is out. We're just doing best of 5 the whole way, and whatever happens, happens. The early rounds do not really seem to be testing the limits of the no line cap parameters or scenario. Or the scenario. $6.59 Crabrangoon, $7.81 Gwafey. Well, yeah, I wanted to be on radio when I was a kid, and I also wanted to be a weatherman. That's what I wanted to when I was like a kid. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be a weatherman, like a TV meteorologist. And then, when I was a teen into basically, young adult radio. 764 for Crabrangoon, 941 for Gwafey. What's the weather like, Vandy? Oh, you want to know? I don't even know. You still want to be a weatherman, but you want to go to you don't want to go to college for anything science related. So I guess you really don't want to be that. A73 for Gwafey. There's a Tetris Crabrangoon, 845. So this is over a 200,000 point lead for Gwafey. Now, of course, this would be alarming, but it's no cap. So, if you can muster it, you've got the the space to chase someone down. Oh, you want to try to get me to read the weather because of my Z-list celebrity status? I don't even think Z is... I think Z is too high. It's like when you go in the spreadsheet and the letters, they start to use double letters. That's the list that I'm on. All right, we're into level 30. Crabrangoon trying to bring this down. A21, he's got the max. Gwafey with the 1.2. Gwafey's board climbing. That is not going to be survivable. So Crabrangoon has got a chance to tie up this match. He needs to get to CO7. He's got a chance. He's got to start by bringing this down. That left side is going to be a mess. Oh, but he gets a bar over. Wow. Oh, no. And Crabrangoon not going to be able to do it. Gwafey will hang on to take this match 3-1. Yeah, I'm like a a JX celebrity. Like, that's where I am. Like, very low. So yeah, anyway, I can't believe Crabrangoon got that long bar over to the left. I thought, like, once he got that, I thought this board was coming down, but didn't happen. So Gwafey gonna take this one. So GG's Gwafey. Good game, Crabrangoon. We'll go ahead and report this. We'll show you the bracket. And then it looks like I got an hour and a half to spare here. That's nice. I'm gonna need that. So, all right, Gwafey has got a match with Sidnev in the offing. That's a tough draw, but then again, everybody in the top 16 sitting there is a tough draw. So, all right, let's show you bracket. Refresh. Okay, so Cole is already into the top 16 up in green. Gwafey is now in the pink side. Tetris, 583 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you, Tetris. We'll see. Why can't we raid on YouTube, by the way? Just send link in chat. I don't know what that means. But yeah, folks. So here's the thing. Oh, we got there. 200. We did it. I was about to mention that. And so we got to 200. So N-Dog made a pledge in chat that if we got to 200, he would bump it up to 300. So it looks like we have done that just in the nick of time. Thanks to Tetris. Tetris says he's going to win it all back in STM. I believe you. So, all right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your getting us there. And that was courtesy of Tetris. Mustache Cannon says N-Dog is Bay. No one, people say that now? And Lex Diskia, $5. So thank you. Was that another one from Arbaro, or is that the only one? I don't remember. But that was the second one from Arbaro. Join Tetris for the non-pros at tnp.tetris.lol. So yeah, thank you everybody for getting us to 200. N-Dog, if you're still here, we got to 200, so I'm sure you'll come through with that extra 100. So thank you so much for that. Anyway, yeah. So Gwafey's in, Cole's in. Zro is out. Crabrangoon out. Dangler out. Tugi out. Those are who's in and out. Are you in or are you out? Okay, so what we have next, this is going to be in 90 minutes. It's going to be the stupid pink no bars round 1, round 2. Going to be Trisky versus, let's see, do I have this up? Yeah, it's going to be Trisky versus Big Pile from Guam. And I did not have a Guam flag, like a circular Guam flag, so you're going to have to be from the U.S. Trisky, Guam, winner versus Bendy. So that is what we're going to do. 90 minutes from now is what we're going to do. So anyway, that's the wrong one. This is the right one. We're up to 200. Thanks everybody who got us there. Remember, use that Matrino command if you want to get the links, or look in the description over on YouTube, and it will be there. Thanks to those of you who supported the channel. We got a new follower, Disobeyed Splat. Seems harsh, but thank you. Appreciate that. Nate with the $100. Getting into that prize pool. There we are. Thank you, Nate. Amazing. Vandy does not support Guam sovereignty. Get a Guam flag. I'm sorry. They didn't have. I'll look for a circular Guam flag. I will look, I promise. But do I support Guam sovereignty? I don't not support it or support it. It depends on the basis on which Guam wanted to be sovereign. If they're like, oh, we want to be sovereign so we can, like, I don't know, so we can build our own military and start bombing everyone, and I'd probably, I don't know if I would. I don't know. Seems like a touchy issue, which taxation without representation. Yeah, but they're not taxed, right? Guam doesn't pay a federal tax, right? Isn't it kind of like Puerto Rico? They don't pay U.S. federal tax, so it's no taxation and no representation. Sounds perfect, actually. I'm into that. Guam doesn't know what it wants. I mean, I think it's good. It seems like just being out there isolated in the middle of the Pacific, you want to be affiliated with, you know, a decent some well-respected country with a good military. That's what I think you want. Whether that's the U.S. or not, I don't know. But I don't know. That's what if I were the president of Guam, that's what I would do. Well, short sword, you know. We'll see. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I do know enough to have an informed opinion, but not on a Tetris stream, I guess. I barely have informed opinions about Tetris, so. Anyway, all right. Well, that is going to do it for us. Thank you to our patrons. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris is where you can go to make an ongoing pledge of support. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim Emerald, Potato Cat, Coach Evan, DJ Sunny. Everybody else in the slide, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate y'all. And okay, we'll see you in about 90 minutes for Stupid Masters. Goodbye, YouTube. Calvinity, Josh, Lori, or Catvinity, not Calvinity. Arm, Kevin Pete, Random Studio, N-Dog, Charity Bird, NPC, all the stars. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, Twitch. I guess I'll raid you. Do I have to raid? I mean, like, people, I don't know. Do you have to raid? It's like, if you don't raid somebody, is it bad if you don't raid? Oh, I hear myself. Oh, hey, guys. Hi, it's Van Dweller. Do I have to raid? Hey, guys. God. I don't know. Do I have to raid people? Who am I raiding? I raid Jay every time. There's nobody else. There's nobody else. I raid him every time. I'm not going to raid him again. I raid him every time. GB Toast is streaming. I was about to raid a cooking channel. GB Toast. All right, we'll raid GB Toast. But you must not be streaming on the right thing. Yeah, I mean, he's not on the right Tetris, so. Vandy, thoughts on car? Love it. All, every day. All right, bye, everyone.